What is up, YouTube? It is Ghost Chase, and welcome to the Season 2 premiere of the long-awaited Planet Coaster series, where we are going to be building a Studios park, and the studios is called Iridescent Studios. Now, what exactly is going to be happening here at Iridescent Studios? Well, during this Christmas, I have managed to give you guys a little bit of a teaser trailer of what exactly will be going on inside of the park. And I'm just going to leave it at the corner of the screen just to give you guys a reminder while I am building the arch during this time lapse. Now, what I have planned for this is, well, I'm not going to tease too much, but in the photo that you see in front of you, I'm going to guarantee at least 4 attractions coming into the Studios park. To the left, we have the shark. We will be having a Jaws-themed boat ride. Right in the middle, we have the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. We are going to be bringing in the Ghostbusters interactive dark ride that comes with the game. Also, down below, Mr. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, we have a crushed up tram tour. I think he may have crushed it, but nonetheless, we are going to be having a studio tour and a very long studio tour. I just want to see how long I can possibly make it. And finally, to the right, we have Doc Brown's DeLorean from Back to the Future. I want to make a Back to the Future roller coaster. And I want to say that I am really excited for this. I knew I wanted to make a Planet Coaster series that focuses on a Studios park. I just needed the time, and the amount of effort that I'm going to need for this will be massive. So, here's what I have planned for the Studios park. I am going to build half of it, and then there's going to be an episode where I'm going to let the guests experience half of the park, and then after that, we're going to build the rest of it, and we will see how the guests enjoy every little attraction that I have placed in here. So, for the next few episodes, I want you to go to the comments and suggest some ideas that we can put into the Studios park. And I still have some more ideas floating around my head. For example, I have one roller coaster idea where it's not going to be based on intellectual property, but it's a roller coaster themed to Hollywood stunts. So that'll be going in on the first half of the episode, somewhere around the front of the park, maybe to the right. That's probably exactly what's going to happen, but you know, things can happen last minute. But for the next few minutes, I would like you all to just sit back, relax, and enjoy me building what is essentially the arch, as well as the first few shops of the Studios park. So go ahead and enjoy. Alright, came back to tell you guys what we're going to be doing with the sides of the streets. And there's going to be 4 areas. On the left side, we are going to be having a information area as well as a Starbucks coffee, just to keep the tradition of the first episode where we had a Starbucks coffee. And on the right, we'll be having a restroom and a gift shop. If you guys want to name the gift shop, feel free to let me know down in the comments. But in between the Starbucks and the gift shop, we will have an intersection. In that intersection, we will have one side will feature a garden, and on the other side will feature the first restaurants, which will be a classic American food style restaurants of hamburgers, fries, and chicken strips. You know, we're gonna use the restaurant tool for this though, so not gonna theme the inside of it. But if you guys have any ideas or suggestions of what to theme this restaurant, feel free to let me know. But right now we are building the information section, which is going to be an apartment building. And then when we build the Starbucks, we're going to make it look like an actual Starbucks. And you know, we're trying our best to make the streets of Hollywood, but I ultimately decided to go with more of a backlot look for this because, you know what? It's Hollywood. Almost everything is fake, so the buildings are going to look their fakest. So yeah, information booth turned out to be an apartment. Starbucks gonna look like a Starbucks. The gift shop is gonna look a little bit more high and fancy, while the restroom block is gonna look a little bit more like a more high luxury style of apartments, with the restroom being the entrance to the apartments. And that's what this Hollywood street is gonna be. So I am really excited for this. I mean, I'm going to say this 100 times, but I am very, very excited to finally be back on Planet Coaster and let the creative juices flowing. Because I will tell you this, the tour of Sunville Amusement Park, the first ever amusement park I completed on Planet Coaster, is now my most popular video on the channel. So if you guys have watched that video and y'all have came back to see me build Iridescent Studios, thank you guys so much. And hopefully you guys can help me create the studios park. So I want to hear your suggestions on IPs or intellectual properties that you want to see in the park. Like, we're having Jaws and Back to the Future, but we're going to also incorporate some more modern IPs into the park. I'm considering like adding a Stranger Things area, or maybe even Monsters Inc. Dark Ray. I'm also gonna have an animated section as well. So, and I also have a kids area themed in mind, but I want to save the kids area as a little bit of a surprise. But right now we're building the Starbucks, so I want to hear those suggestions. You know, the more ideas, the merrier, and you guys can really help me out with this. And I'm theming the Starbucks to the same Starbucks I had at Suttonville, just the black and more modern looking aesthetics to it. So I'm going to leave you for a few more minutes of me building the streets here of all the shops. And if you guys have any suggestions for what should we call this first area where we have all the shops, again, please feel free to let me know in the comments. All right, enjoy this time lapse once again. And that is a wrap on the Studios Park. We're going to get to episode 2 next time, but until then, get those suggestions going into the comments, and I hope that you all enjoy the time-lapse of me building the first part of the main street of Iridescent Studios. If you like it so far, hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, I am out of here.